The American oligarchy is dominated by extroverted, sensing, thinking, judging types. They are the predominant type of our CEOs. They are the predominant type of our military officers. They are the type found in our police, in police state America. One of the ways to make America whole is to ask what's missing in America, and that is the influence of their shadow, the introverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving types. So what are the INFPs, the opposite type of ESTJs who are running our country, like? INFPs, books I have on type say, are curious about people and ideas, are concerned about improving the world. This type are driven by inner values. Where the people in our military-industrial complex easily use the word collateral damage, the INFPs honor individuals and approach them with a sense of curiosity. They are concerned about people's needs and are less likely to approach life with the detachment and logic that is the ESTJ's hallmark. If we want to understand what is missing from an America dominated by ESTJs, we have to look at what their shadow value. The focus of INFPs is on possibilities rather than being obsessed with economics. The INFPs focus on human development. These are the kind of people who might compose a new Department of Peace. Where the ESTJs focus on facts, the INFPs focus on patterns. While the ESTJs read just enough to understand a problem, the INFPs spend hours on non-required reading. They get their ideas not from traditional ways of doing things as the ESTJs, but from many diverse sources and connect conceptual links from those varied sources. While the ESTJs don't like change, the INFPs are very adaptable. While the ESTJs like to lead, control, the INFPs are unassertive. While the ESTJs are good at understanding things, the INFPs are good at understanding people. They want to contribute to people's growth and development. They care about meeting people's emotional and psychological needs. While the ESTJs are committed to the preservation of what is, the INFPs use their strong moral compass for possibilities of change in the future. While the ESTJs are trying to enforce a new world order groupthink on America, the INFPs work autonomously and are original and introspective. Where the ESTJs use sensing to take in information, the INFPs use intuition. Where the ESTJs use logic in decision-making, the INFPs use an inner valuing process, their introverted feeling. Where the ESTJs are comfortable with continuous war, the INFPs are the peacemakers. Where the ESTJs want concrete results now, the INFPs explore long-term solutions and opportunities. They are attuned to individual differences. Where the ESTJs want details, the INFPs want dialogue and in-depth communication. Where the ESTJs want results, the INFPs care about the needs of people, attuned to their emotions and their values, and are better at avoiding interpersonal conflict, creating harmony, even when their own needs go unmet. Where in a world controlled by ESTJs we are losing our freedom, INFPs give people the freedom to set their own goals, to be independent. Where the ESTJs ask, is it practical? The INFPs take time to listen, aren't goal-oriented at the expense of people's needs. They don't try to control or exert power over people. ESTJs care about business needs. INFPs care about people needs. Where ESTJ is sometimes too quick to decide on a course of action, and once it is decided, finds it hard to revisit it, the INFPs want to brainstorm multiple possibilities for approaching every situation. With their extroverted intuition, they are the experts on new and different ways of doing things. If we want to think outside the box, we don't use our sensing, we use our extroverted intuition. What is lacking in America, run by ESTJs, is generating new possibilities. What is also lacking is the stress on values, ethics, and beliefs that are part of the decision-making process for INFPs, America's shadow. If what we are doing doesn't feel right in our gut, we need to stop doing it. INFPs don't ask like ESTJs, is it politically correct? They ask, is it internally important? Does it treat others like individuals? Let them be outspoken and make their own decisions. No new world order conformity for INFPs. By looking at how INFPs do things, America can recover its lost idealism. We can start asking questions about meaning and purpose and generate the missing spirit of harmony in our world. Harmony is created when we become good at listening and responding to others with sensitivity. We need to replace short-term goals with a look at the big picture. We need to not just think in terms of objectives, but in terms of looking at people as individuals. We need to motivate others through rediscovering our common ideals. ESTJs love hierarchy. INFPs want to create a facilitative structure that helps people to solve their own problems. They don't micromanage like ESTJs. They promote imagination and creativity. They care more for people's feelings than the bottom line. What would America be like if it incorporated INFP sensibilities? It would focus on group consensus and shared values. It would be flexible and wouldn't compromise its values. It would realize that idealism is as important as realism. It would become a country of integrity again. It would be less competitive. And America with a developed introverted feeling would know its ideals, have a common purpose, and be open to new ideas. It would generate a unique leadership in place of a conventional one. It would be a non-bureaucratic environment that cared not only for what was important to it, but for what is important to others. It wouldn't say better there than here, but would identify with others and focus more on people, influencing others by our example. An America with a developed introverted feeling would have a conscience. It would filter every, and this is a quote from one of my books on type, it would filter every decision, behavior, and statement through a strong sense of its values and establish, and this is a quote, an external life that is congruent with them, providing an example of moral behavior for mankind. Instead of trying to develop groupthink of a new world order, it would relish diversity. It would work for the welfare of humanity. It wouldn't make the production of material goods the end-all and be-all, focusing on production, efficiency, and the bottom line, but would focus more on people and their needs.